be doing a face mask right here. So this is from Innisfree. This is the Pore Clearing Clay Mask 2X with super volcanic clusters. So of course, before I do this face mask, you know, I do have to like wash my face first. So first thing is always make sure you get your hair like out of your face. So you could use like a hair tie, or you can use one of these that I have right here. And I know if someone's gonna ask me where did I get this from, I don't remember. I think it was like a gift with purchase, you know, when you purchase a certain amount and then you get this like for free. So I think this is what it is, because I literally don't remember purchasing this. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is, of course, you know, you always want to wash your hands. Make sure your hands are nice and clean first. Like, you do not want like dirty or like oily hands, because you know it's gonna be on your face. So of course, you know, you want to wash your hands nice and clean first. Wet my face first, because you know I have sensitive and combination skin. So I like to wet it first. And then the face cleanser that I'm using today, this is from Fab, also known as First Aid Beauty, and this is my absolute one of my favorite like face cleansers, because you know it's literally great for like all skin types. And because you know, since I have sensitive skin, sometimes you know my skin just gets really irritated. So of course you want to massage it all over your whole entire face. And then my main focus is usually right here, because right here I tend to get like a lot of like pimples. So give it a nice good massage. And of course, you know, don't forget your forehead. You know, your forehead is really important too. So just give it a nice massage. And you know, you could add just a tad bit of water, so it doesn't like foam up like the other cleansers that I have tried and used. So just give like a nice massage. And then of course, you know, after that you want to like wash everything off nice and clear. You know, and when I wash this off, I have this thing that I like to like just wash it from like my forehead down to here. Alright, so now I washed everything off. So you can see my skin is probably like a little bit wet from the water, but it is okay. So we're gonna do this mask right here. So my suggestion is always get a Q-tip, you know, to like scoop out the product. You could use your fingers, but highly prefer using a Q-tip better for sanitary reasons. All right, so you want to like scoop, like take like a really like good like big scoop of the product. So this is what I mean, like a big scoop of the product, because I only use this Q-tip one time. And then of course, you know, you gotta like distribute it like all over the whole entire face. And then of course, you know, just use your fingers to like rub or like spread out the product. So the thing with these face masks is, because you know this is like a wash off face mask, it doesn't necessarily have to be like perfect or anything, you know, just as long as you have all the parts of your face where you want everything to be like covered. Doesn't have to be smooth, you know, since you know we are gonna wash this off later on. So, and also, you know, especially when applying on these like face masks, you know, try to get like a good even layer around the whole entire face, because I know like this it can be a bit hard, you know, with these like things sometimes, you know, sometimes you have like a section of your face which is like a lot like thicker, you know, than another section. Is what your face should look like. So I purposely didn't put any products right here, especially like on my upper lip area here, because it is very sensitive, and for some reason every single time when I put like products right here, like it just gets really irritated, it gets really itchy, and then when I wash it off it's like all like red. So this is like my very sensitive area right here. But for those of you guys who don't have any sensitivity up here, make sure to apply the mask right here too. All right, so we are going to wait 10 minutes and then we will wash this off. So as you guys can see, this is like a grayish type of color. So then by the time when I come back, it should be a bit lighter. We are back. So I'm sure you guys probably can see and tell like there is like a change in the color of the mask. So it's been over 10 minutes, so now it's time to wash everything off. So of course, you know, when you're washing this off, you know, make sure, you know, your hands are nice and clean. You know, always kind of wash your hands. This is a very important step that I feel like a lot of people tend to like forget and skip for some reason. Like, you know, your hands needs to be very clean when it comes to like skincare products. So the way how I wash off like these like masks is that I like to start from my forehead. So obviously my hands, they are a little bit wet, and then I just like to just do this. This is how I just do it, and then of course, you know, rinse your hand in the water, and then I will just do this like this. Because I know everyone has a different way of how to wash like the mask off, but this is just the way that I found that really works for me, and that I do prefer washing it like this. Apply on some Innisfree aloe vera. So I do get asked the question, when I apply on skincare after washing the face, like, does it need to be fully dry? And the answer is no. Your face can still be wet to apply on. And actually, you know what I noticed is that if your skin is still wet when applying on the product, I personally feel like it just works into the skin like a lot better versus when it's dry. Because, you know, then again, you know, I have like a sensitive and combination skin, and of course, you know, you do not want to forget your neck. The next thing is that we're gonna use this First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Cream. So because, you know, it is a bit hot here, I just apply on a little bit. So you could use like a Q-tip, or you can just use your fingers, but make sure your fingers are like nice, clean, and dry. Sometimes, you know, I do get a little bit lazy and I just like use my fingers, you know, which is really not that great, but you know. So just apply it all over the face. You know, don't forget the neck. The neck is really important. I like to put a little bit extra on my neck because my neck has to get really dry, and because in the past, you know, I've never taken care of my neck. Now I regret it so much. So make sure you get this. This is like really important. Don't forget, you know, you have to apply on sunscreen. So this is from Supergoop. This is their Unseen Sunscreen SPF 40. This is my absolute favorite #1 sunscreen of all times. Like, I've tried a lot of sunscreens, and this one is like the winner. It doesn't have any color, but if you look closely, it does have like a little bit of like a yellow base to it, so make sure you apply this on, especially your cheek area. It's like really important. Like, you know, you guys see my face up and close, like it's all red. I got my freckles, I got red lines, you know. My mom clearly said you need to wear sunscreen, but I was like rebellious, and I was like, you know what, I'm young, I don't need to put on sunscreen. And look at this. See, this is what happens when you don't listen to your mom when she says wear your sunscreen. Like, literally wear your sunscreen. Like, if you live in California, like Los Angeles, like, please wear your sunscreen. Like, you do not want to have skin like me, like, especially for my age. Like, my skin should not be looking like this. Like, this is what happens.